Take us through. I think one of the things that's really helped bring American running back is the fact that you guys are training together. That you're up at Mammoth, and it's you and it's Meb, and when he's around Dan Brown, and you've got a great group up there, and understanding that you need each other to get to that next level.
Yeah, I think that's why the Africans are so dominant. Like they all train together. And like we have a saying in our church, I'm probably going to mess it up a little bit, but it's saying that like our ceiling is the next generation's footsteps or footstool or something like that. It's like I've learned so much from Meb and Dina and picked up kind of where they left off, so to say. So I've been able to, to hopefully elevate the level of the marathon. And I think that's the way we're going to do it, is for me to get to a level and then help bring up some younger guys and bring them even higher up,
And for that group up at Mammoth, you didn't even come down during the heavy part of the winter. I mean, how'd you guys train up there when you had a lot of snow?
Yeah, it's pretty fun being in Mammoth in the winter. It's pretty crazy. Like halfway through the winter, we can't see outside of our kitchen window. There's so much snow. So we just put on yak tracks. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. They're just like chains for your shoes, and you just put them on. Or we wear the Gel Arctics. They have like little spikes built into them. They're kind of like trail shoes with little spikes. Those work really well. So we have some different ways we handle it. Actually, we don't even run on the treadmill. Like I probably ran on the treadmill 3 or 4 times. But we're able to drive down just like 40 minutes down to Bishop and pretty much get out of it and work out down there, which is really nice. Kind of like the live high, train low thing.
So the altitude makes a huge difference for you guys.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of altitude. I know not everyone is, including my wife. So my poor wife, I have to drag her up to Mammoth to endure some nice cold winters at altitude. But she's been really good with that.
But take us through a typical day for you guys in terms of you run how many times a day, and what else do you do?
All right, so yesterday I got up and it was just easy days, recovery days. So ran like an hour and then do drills and stretch and stuff like that for another half hour, and then hop in an ice bath or warm bath for another half hour. Then I took like an hour and a half nap before lunch. Got up, had lunch, took a 2-hour nap, got up, ran for 40 minutes, and then stretched and stuff like that, and went to dinner. Came back. I don't know what I did. Just hung out.
But most days it's running twice a day.
Yeah, running twice a day. Usually we go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week too. So it's when we're really training hard, it's definitely like a full-time job. I don't know how people work and do marathons, let alone like Ironman stuff. I don't know how you guys do it. My hat's off to you guys.
Yeah, with families and all the rest of that stuff. Swim, bike, run, weights, flexibility, family, work.
Yeah, it's impressive. I don't know.
Now you don't race a lot, right? You sort of take gaps in between. Is it tough to stay motivated when you don't have like a race next week?
It can be a little tough. I like to nail down, what races I'm gonna do in the future, so I can at least start to fix my head on that. My personality, I kind of like the 2 big races a year type thing, almost like a boxing schedule. It's like just fix my eyes on one big event and then just train really hard for it and go and give it a good swing and then do it all over again. Everyone's different, I think, but it really suits me well.
And tomorrow you leave to Japan.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to Kobe, Japan tomorrow to ASICS headquarters, and they got all this crazy technology. They're going to be measuring my feet and designing the perfect marathon shoe for me, so I'm really excited. It's going to be sweet.
That's pretty cool, huh? That's good. Now, when you've been with ASICS for a long time, and when they first signed you, you were more of a 1,500, maybe 5,000 guy. Did you have discussion with them? Hey, I feel like I want to make the step up. How was that conversation?
It's been awesome. Like ASICS has been so supportive ever since they signed me. Just give me freedom to do what my heart is passionate to do. And so, they're like, whatever you want to do it. Just do it well. And
just do it really, really well. Just go win Boston and New York and Chicago and all the rest of that stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. Like they've been good for me. It hasn't been all good times, and they've definitely been supportive through those races that didn't go so well, including like the Olympics.
Right.
a lot of companies are putting a lot of pressure on their athletes, and I never feel any type of pressure from ASICS. So I feel pretty blessed to be running for them.
And this summer, you're going to run a little track and try to get a little bit of speed back. What distances would you be running over in Europe?
Yeah, I'm talking about trying to break 4 minutes for a mile because, like I said, I haven't done it since high school. Or I've never done it, but high school is my closest. So I talk about it, but I don't know. The closer, it's one of those things, you know, sometimes when it's really far off, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do that for sure. And then it starts getting closer, and you're like, maybe not. So the other day I was talking to my coach. I was like, I'm only going to be in Europe for like a couple of weeks, so maybe I just want to support Sarah. And so I'm thinking it's probably not going to happen at this point.
Good. And have you seen a change now that you've done so well? Are there, you know, yourself and Dathan and obviously Meb, there's a group of Americans, and actually you've run with most of these guys since high school, and your generation is sort of changing that perception. It seems pretty cool. Do you follow what the other guys are doing?
Yeah, I think it's exciting to have things to be excited about in American distance running again. I mean, Shalane getting a bronze in the 10K, you know, Dina and Meb medaling in the marathon in 2004. There's tons of exciting stuff to be excited about and to generate some interest again, you know, that, hey, we are putting in people into these races who have a legitimate shot at winning. So I think it makes it more fun for the general public, and definitely for me. You know, I love watching other guys compete and breaking through barriers, because I think when they break through, it allows me to break through. So hopefully we can kind of create that momentum and just feed off each other.
Well, yeah, within a few months, basically, you know, Josh broke the 50K American record, and Meb ran his fastest ever marathon, and you ran really, really well. So, I mean, all you guys must be looking at each other going, hey, good job.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of momentum going. I think it's just kind of like that snowball effect, you know. I'm sure you guys have experienced it when you have a big group of people training together where one guy's having a good day and it just kind of elevates the level of everyone's play, and that's definitely what we're experiencing.
When you hang up your racing flats years from now, how do you want people to look, or how would you want to look back at your career?
I think I want to look back in my career as just that I loved every step, you know. Like there's this great Mother Teresa quote that says, I can do no great things, only small things with great love. And that's really what I want to do, and hopefully inspire other people to do, is to love every step you take and love others with every step you take. And so hopefully I can do that with my career.
How about a big round of applause for Mr. Ryan Hall?